Hey, this is Lady T coming to you tonight. Tonight I'm coming to you a little different than I've done for the last couple of days. I'm not even sure what day this is of this challenge, but I know that I'm coming to you today giving you a little bit of insight. As I was sitting today, a lot was going on. Hot water heater went out, waiting for the guy to come for that, and then I was going to go to work, but it took longer than it was supposed to, so I just took the rest of the day off. And as I was taking the rest of the day off, I thought about this journey. And I began to ask some questions that a lot of you all may have that have been going through this. And my question was, God, is this the path for me? Is this the process? Is this the journey that you want me to be on? I don't know about you, but have you felt like, or you have had those feelings in this journey that this is not easy? Not only is it not easy, I don't see the results that I thought I would see by now. I'm not getting the numbers that I thought I was going to get. I'm not getting the likes that I thought I was going to get. I'm not getting the subs that I thought I would have had by now. And you're questioning whether or not, is this the right path? Is this something that I need to continue? You may say, yeah, I know. I have felt that same way. I have felt, is this something to continue? Because let's be honest, it ain't really easy. It takes time. I actually started not to do one tonight because I was actually just tired. But I heard a small voice say, push. So I said, okay. Went and prepared myself. I'm not dressed. This is all I had on today, so I'm just using what I just move in the process, just coming out here and to record and give you my heartfelt. I feel you. I feel you. I feel the same way. I have felt the same way. I didn't think, or I thought by now my subscribers would be high. I felt that I would have a greater following. I felt that after one of my videos was pushed by YouTube, that the success was in hand reach. And what I found is that on this journey, there can be many obstacles. There are times when you will want to quit, times when you're throwing in the towel, and you're saying, I'm going to just move on to something else and I'm going to do something else. And what I found is that sometimes when you see that there may be just a little struggle, there's something that God has placed within you that you're not fully doing to get the results that you're looking for. And He's just waiting for you to do what you are supposed to do. So as I was sitting and I was reading, and I was talking to God, and I said, God, and I heard, when the rain stops, can you handle the growth? Me being in the church and doing things, when I'm hearing certain things, I start researching and I'm looking in the Bible for difference, and God took me to 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 41 through 46, when He's dealing with Elijah. And in this particular passage, the Lord sends rain. But there has been a season of 3 years that they were in a drought. And when you're in a drought, that means that the crops does not get the full water that they need. So what they produce is not of full value. It's not as healthy either. Some stuff will dry up in a drought. Yeah, animals may not produce what they could do because there is a lack in what they need to fully nourish them to give good crops, to produce healthy calves, meat, and all of this. And while I'm here, I'm like, okay, God, what is this about? When you're going through several processes and it seems as though there are a drought, it does not look like everybody else harvest. It does not look like everybody else steps. And I had to find out that while I'm going through this is that I'm unique. And like you are, my journey is different than anyone else's journey. My process is different than anybody else's process. And I may not look like the person who went before me or the person that is behind me, because I then have to realize that everything that I've told everybody else to do, have I done it myself? And have I really begun to tap into the niche that I'm really supposed to be in? And what is that? My journey was to encourage people and have always been to encourage. And I found on this journey, I never really come out of courage, but not in this depth of it. So while I'm in this, I begin to understand this particular passage. It's not just a drought, it's a 3-year drought. So they have went through this for 3 years, that what they have seemed to be praying for have not come to pass. But after 3 years, God says, I'm going to give you rain. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm going to give you the rain now. He has Elijah send a servant. The servant goes up to the top of where he sent him the mountain, because he wants to see what he hears, what he heard. Is it really coming to pass? And he sends him, and the servant comes back the first time and said, I don't see anything. Has that been you in this journey? You started off well, and you're like, God, I don't see anything. He sends him a second time, and the report is the same. I don't see anything. He sends him up the third time, and he comes back and he says, I don't see anything. You pushing it. You're going day after day after day. And you can see some progress, but the progress that you heard is possible. You don't see it. The process that you heard and seen from other ones, you don't see it. So now you get in a place of, is this for me? God, I need to know, are you really talking to me? Did I really move the way I needed to move? Am I doing this? God, you know my needs. You know that I want to do something better for my family. You know I want to be able to have a different and a greater source of income. You know what I've asked you for. And now I just need to know, did I really hear you right? Did I really move right? And he sends him the fourth time. He goes up. He looks out over the ocean or the sea like he told him to. And I can only believe on his way back, he's like, why is he keep sending me something to get the same results? Why am I still going? And I'm still coming back with the same results. I don't see it. Send him again. He sends him again. And the report is still the same. I know how you feel. And you're looking at others around and you're saying, I used the hashtags. I even went to AI and tried to do some research to see, is it my title that's messing up? You're doing the different thumbnails and your views may go a little bit, but it's still not what you heard. And you keep asking, do I keep going back? Do I keep logging in, putting up my camera, hitting the record button? Do I continue when I don't see anything? And he says he sent him back the 7th time. And on the 7th time, the service comes back. And he says, I see a cloud about the size of a man's hand. It ain't big. Foaming. And Elijah said, it's coming down. I came to encourage you today to keep going. There's going to be a sign that the abundance of rain is coming. But when the rain stops, are you able to sustain what you get? Are you able to sustain the harvest? Are you able to continue to have the views? Are you going to be able to continue to get the attention of your audience? Are you going to be able to continue to go? When the rain stops, can you handle all that is coming your way? I have found that God will use the foolishness things of the world to confound the wise. Your journey is not like everybody else's journey. You are unique. You were set aside for this. And while your faith may have been tested, keep seeking him. Keep seeking him for directions. Keep seeking him on what journey should you take. And what should you really be doing? Because you can still be in the journey, but you got to be focused on what he actually wants you to do during this journey. I believe, and I will say it's me saying this part, I'll paraphrase, that the man that was going got tired. He went off of a word. He went off of a word because he believed in the prophet and what the prophet had said. And in this journey, we have heard it. We have seen. And we are in our belief it's going to happen for me. Keep going. Keep posting. Keep the journey up. But when the rain stops, can you handle the growth that's going to be there? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? Are you prepared for it? Because when you hit that one video that's going to take it up and give you the audience, are you going to be able to keep it afloat? Are you going to be able to? It's been a journey, but the journey ain't over with yet. The journey was different than everybody else, but this is a journey for you to win. So, be encouraged. Understand the cycle. And as you're doing, know that what you have put in place and the steps that you're taking now are the steps that's going to take you even higher. I believe from this one that you'll prepare yourself. Get your content together. You're going to need it. And get prepared for greater. When the rain stops, can you handle the growth? Until the next time, be blessed.